Susquehanna Country's largest and most highly acclaimed broadcast news organization, this is Action News. And now for TV12's Action News, here is Jim Matthews with Mitch Gross and Bob Buchanan.
Hello, here's what's happening. Hello, coming up tonight on the late edition of Action News, Reagan and Gorbachev spent a lot more time together than expected. The summit is underway. Here at home, vigils for peace, including one at the Federal Building in downtown Binghamton. The field narrows for a new superintendent for the Binghamton School District. Mitch with the coach's salary dispute update in Action Sports. And Bob Buchanan keeps an eye on Kate. Action News tonight at 11. See you then.
From Susquehanna Country's largest and most highly acclaimed broadcast news organization, this is Action News. And now for TV12's Action News, here's Jim Matthews with Mitch Gross and Bob Buchanan.
Hello, during the next half hour, the Action News team wants you to know how the town of Maine is improving its fire protection. More work will be needed on the Exchange Street Bridge, and a battle for first.
This is WBNG-TV, CBS in the Twin Tiers. From Susquehanna Country's largest and most highly acclaimed broadcast news organization, this is Action News. And now for TV12's Action News, here's Carl Ravitch and Jim King.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Craig Wolf. Coming up tonight on Action News, a high-speed chase through Vestal. Several police agencies involved. We'll have details tonight at 11. Plus, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in Ithaca tonight. We'll tell you.
This Action News Break is brought to you by your upstate New York Toyota dealers.
Good evening. I'm Craig Wolf. Action News. The snow has tapered off a bit. 10 inches officially fell in this latest snowstorm today, and the streets of the Twin Tiers are quiet. Bob Buchanan will have details on when this stuff is going to come to a complete stop at 11.
This is Action News Break with Jim King.
Here are some of the stories we're working on for you for Action News after the movie. We'll take a look at how the recent heavy rainfall has affected our area. Also, some residents in Otsego County say the high salt content in their water well is the state's fault. While we may have some snow on the way, details in the forecast. Also, a great shot by one of basketball's wizards. Join us for Action News after the movie.
From Susquehanna Country's largest and most highly acclaimed broadcast news organization, this is Action News. And now for TV12's Action News, here's Bob Buchanan, Dave Moulton, and Craig Wolf. From Susquehanna Country's largest and most highly acclaimed broadcast news organization, this is Action News. And now for TV12's Action News, here are Bob Buchanan, Chris Matthews, and Mark Leland.
TV named the best local newscast by the New York State Broadcasters Association. This is Action News at noon.
Nature's wrath hit the southern tier last night as high winds, heavy rains, hail, and lightning pelted the area. Several tornadoes are believed to have touched down in this area alone, causing roofs to fly off houses and toppling trees and power lines. The big task at hand now is the cleanup process, as emergency crews assist in clearing roads and restoring power to the area. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kelly Lyons, filling in for Krista Delcamp. Thanks so much for joining us. Sunday's storms hit the
From WBNG-TV, named the best local newscast by the New York State Broadcasters Association. This is Action News at 11.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lisa Champeau. Welcome to Action News at 11.
You're watching Action News, your news leader with Lisa Champeau, Brendan O'Reilly with sports, and meteorologist Tom O'Hare with Storm Tracker 12 weather on WBNG-TV.
From WBNG-TV, awarded the best local news program by the New York State Associated Press. This is Action News at 11.
March down the aisle without spending all your money. A special Bills to Bells report on getting married for under $5,000.
And a Binghamton company looks to make good on a promise to clean up the environment. We'll see what's in store.
And a fight with a knife sends a Binghamton man to the hospital tonight. Good evening to you. I'm Mark Leland.
And I'm Allison Seymour.
You're watching Action News, your news leader. With Mark Leland, Allison Seymour, Julie Chapman Nightside, Chris Matthews on sports, and Bob Buchanan with Storm Tracker weather on WBNG-TV. You're watching Action News, your news leader. With Mark Leland, Allison Seymour, Julie Chapman Nightside, Chris Matthews on sports, and Bob Buchanan with Storm Tracker weather on WBNG-TV.
From WBNG-TV, honored by the New York State Associated Press for best continuing news coverage. This is Action News Weekend Report.
Good evening from Action News. I'm Allison Seymour. Coming up tonight at 11, reporter Krista Delkamp takes us to a public meeting looking at an environmental cleanup plan by the Anatech Corporation. We'll check it out. A new museum is open in Binghamton examining the history of African Americans. We'll check that out as well. And we'll help you plan a wedding for under $5,000. It can be done tonight at 11.
Good evening, I'm Greg Cantlin. Tonight on Action News at 11, a new command fire truck could be on the way for the Vestal Fire Department. We'll have vote results. Also, New York State breaks down breast cancer rates by zip code. And the Syracuse lacrosse team back in action after losing in last year's national title game. This and more tonight on Action News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Candace Chapman. Here's the latest with America at war. President Bush declares tomorrow a day of national recognition for former U.S. prisoners of war.
You're watching Action News, your news leader, with Candace Chapman, Paul Griffey on sports, and meteorologist Dr. Bill Rogers with Storm Tracker weather on WBNG-TV.
From WBNG-TV, your news leader. This is Action News this morning.
From WBNG-TV, your news leader. This is Action News at noon.
Honoring the men and women who have died for our country, thousands in the area pay tribute this Memorial Day.
You're watching WBNG-TV, Binghamton. From WBNG-TV, your news leader. This is Action News at 5.
A former captain with the Johnson City Fire Department will have to wait at least 2 more months for the Supreme Court to hear his case against the village. And have you received roof or driveway estimate offers from a middle-aged man and woman? Well, Binghamton police say it could be a scam. Good evening, I'm Jenna Hanchard, and thanks for joining us. A former captain of the Johnson City Fire...
From WBNG-TV, your news leader. This is Action News at 5:30.
Occupy Wall Street comes to Binghamton University, and also numbers are in why fewer graduate students are enrolling at BU. Good evening, I'm Dave Graber. Is a lagging economic downturn and natural disasters affecting students' interest in attending college, or more specifically?
From WBNG-TV, your news leader. This is Action News at 6.
You're watching Action News at 11. We'll start tonight with some breaking news. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dave Graber. Emergency crews are on the scene of a bus rollover accident that still has the southbound sign of Interstate 81 shut down. Several people were injured and have been taken to area hospitals. One of those hospitals is Wilson Hospital. And that's where Action News reporter Brennan Smith joins us now live. Brennan?
Dave, we are live here at Wilson Hospital where several people are recovering from non-life-threatening injuries. This after their tour bus took a sudden stop on I-81 South earlier this evening.
From WBNG-TV, this is Action News at 11.
Tioga Downs is expanding who it's looking for to fill hundreds of new positions.
Plus, opting for rehab rather than jail time. How Cooperstown is helping people trapped in addiction. Action News at 11 starts right now. Our first winter storm of the season is underway.
And winter weather advisories are up for every single county in New York State. And it's not for the snow, instead it's for icy conditions, including sleet and freezing rain.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News at noon.
We start this afternoon with our eyes to the skies as we could see some heavy rains and winds make their way through this afternoon, Brian.
Right, and about the only change as far as our thinking or in the forecast, the Storm Prediction Center has moved that slight risk area about 40 miles westward, and that puts everybody in the slight risk area for strong to severe thunderstorms. Again, the ingredients are...
Explore your community and discover its best-kept secrets. Come take a trip with us as we go around the tiers.
Good afternoon and welcome to Around the Tiers. I'm Natalia Rizak. It's time to announce today's Southern Tier Tuesdays winner. Congrats to the Women's Hope Homes. The nonprofit is being awarded $2,000 from Upstate Shredding and Adam and Clover Weitzman.
New concerns about a potential terrorist attack around the Thanksgiving holiday. How law enforcement's preparing during this busy time of year.
And the rush is on at grocery stores across the Southern Tier. We'll have a live report on last-minute shopping.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News at 5.
New York City is buzzing with preparations underway for tomorrow's annual Thanksgiving Day Parade.
That includes protecting the tens of thousands of spectators and the traveling public nationwide on this holiday. Here's a live look at New York City. The FBI has alerted law enforcement across the country. There is concern for a potential terror attack.
Kenneth Craig has the latest details from the parade route in New York City.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News at 6.
Thanks for joining us on 12 News. I'm Michael Schwartz.
And I'm Monica Hammer. Another development involving Broome County Executive Debbie Preston.
As of now, Preston has no scheduled interviews or any advertisement of any Binghamton station, including here at WBNG. Josh Martin now joins us with more.
Now on 12 News at 11, texting 911 in one local county. A year later, is it working?
And months after Jackson Vandermark's heart transplant, the young boy is finally home for the holidays. How he's changing other hearts in the community.
Plus, a new bill for the September 11th Victim Compensation Fund. How money will no longer be an issue.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News at 11.
Good evening. A live look right now at Johnson City tonight.
A weather alert right off the top tonight, a messy morning commute.
Let's get right to Howard with what you need to know. Howard.
Yeah, we continue to watch that light snow move slowly northward.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News at 11.
We start tonight with 2 area municipalities.
A business is a total loss after a fire in Tioga County. Plus, almost $3 million is heading to the Tioga County School District. Those stories and more. 12 News This Morning starts right now.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News This Morning.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. It's 6 o'clock. I'm Macy Cosmore. Today is Thursday, December 14th. Ashley Soriano is on assignment. We begin this half hour with a live look outside.
And has officially passed, how some lawmakers are reacting. Those are our top stories here on 12 News at noon.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at noon.
Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Ashley Soriano. We begin with breaking news. Police are responding to a report of a person shot in Binghamton this morning.
Binghamton is celebrating 50 years. Around the Tier starts right now. Good afternoon and welcome to Around the Tiers. I'm Lauren Delval. It's Thursday, December 14th. As part 2 of our trip to Fairways Indoor Golf Company, General Manager AJ Haranek explained their state-of-the-art TrackMan machine and the variety of...
And repairs are underway on the Bevere Street Bridge. Those top stories and more right now.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 4.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Caitlin Pearson. Our top story this half hour is in the city of Binghamton, where a man was shot this morning. This was
how the community is invited to enjoy some of the magic of the holiday season for free. Those stories and more right now.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 5.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us here at 5. I'm Caitlin Pearson.
And I'm Jill Croce. We begin with continuing coverage of breaking news that we brought you last night. The VFW Memorial Beviers.
And it's been over a decade since the deadliest elementary school shooting in U.S. history. Well, lawmakers are saying as they reflect. Those stories and more right now.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 5:30.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us at 5:30. I'm Caitlin Pearson.
And I'm Jill Croce. Thousands of military men and women will get bigger paychecks next year after the House passed the National Defense Authorization Act.
Yeah, however, some previous key provisions were taken. Broom, how new legislation is allowing them to sell the booze they make during school. How lawmakers say this will impact their education.
And a teacher from Athens has gone viral for her take on hands-on lessons. Hear how she says it's all for the benefit of students. Those stories and more right now.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 6.
And thanks for choosing us at 6. I'm Jill Croce.
And I'm Caitlin Pearson. We begin tonight with continuing coverage of breaking news that we first brought you last night.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 10.
Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Jill Croce. We begin in Binghamton, where a homeowner is currently dealing with the aftermath from a structure fire that happened late Friday night. On December 8th, a massive fire broke out at a home along Colfax Avenue. The cause of the fire is still unknown, but one person and pets died in the flames.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 11.
Thanks for choosing us at 11. I'm Jill Croce. We begin in Binghamton, where a homeowner is currently dealing with the aftermath from a...
Michael Barkless on Action News, your news leader.